everyone, I'm here to do my July wrap-up and my August to be read. Last month I read 9 books and I finished almost all of my to be read list. Only one book I didn't read because I got like 3 pages in and it's just like no. So these are the books that I read in July. The first one was The Secret Garden, and I like this one a lot. It's a classic, it's nice, it's sweet. The illustrations in it are really pretty. I'll show you one. Really pretty illustrations. I give this a 4 out of 5 stars, and I think the only reason I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars is because, I don't know, some of the writing style bothered me a little bit. Other than that, it was pretty good. The next book that I read is Kiss of Life by Daniel Waters, and I think I give this one a 4 out of 5 stars also. This wasn't as good as the first one. I'll definitely probably continue the series just because I want to know what happens, but it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't the best in the series, but it was still cute. The next book that I read is Sisters Red by Jackson Pearce, and this book was really good. I enjoyed this one a lot. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and it just was a really good story retelling, so I like fairy tale retellings. The next book that I read is The Face on the Milk Carton by Caroline B. Cooney, and I wasn't planning on reading this one, but I went to a Barnes & Noble sale, as you'll see in, I think I have a haul up from it. So this would be included in it if I have that haul up, and I think I gave this one, what did I give it? I gave it a 3 out of 5 stars. I really did not like the writing style of this one. I thought it was just very childishly written. The character, like the way they spoke and stuff, it just wasn't, like, I don't know. Okay, what really bothered me was the fact this is supposedly like a, 15, 16-year-old girl. She's calling her parents mommy, daddy. I've never met a 16-year-old girl that still refers to her parents as mommy and daddy. Like, in a lot of parts of the book, she's like, you mean I can see mommy and daddy? It's a very childish thing, and I don't know why the author used that one. It just doesn't really make sense. But other than that, it was an okay book. I don't know if I'll continue the series. That was the first book in it. It was interesting other than that, but I don't know if I'll continue. The next book that I read is Flipped, and this is by Wendelin van Draanen. Draanen? I butchered that name. That was pretty bad. This was really cute. I liked it. I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars just because, once again, the writing style was a little weird, but it was cute. I liked it. Good, cute concept. I definitely want to watch the movie because I think it'll be adorable. The next book that I read was Speechless, and this one is by Hannah Harrington, and I've never read a book by her before, but the whole reason I picked this one up because the cover just says that there's nothing else on the cover, and on the back it's just like in printed writing, it's just embossed. It's like raised letters. I don't know, it was interesting. I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. This book was amazing and I love it, and I definitely recommend this one. I haven't actually heard anyone talk about this book yet, so I think I'm going to do a review on it because it was really good. Definitely recommend that one though. And the next one that I read was The Walking Dead Volume 18, What Comes After, and I've read all of the comic books for The Walking Dead that have come out so far, and this one was not my favorite. I just thought that it left off in just a spot it shouldn't have, and they should have like explained more, and I don't know, this was not my favorite one by any means. So hopefully this was just one that wasn't good and it's not going to continue like this because it's my favorite graphic novel series ever. So, love it, but did not like this one. I think I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars because I did like the storyline. It was not my favorite. The next book that I read was Specials, and this is by Scott Westerfeld, and this is not my favorite book in the series. The first book is my favorite book in the series. This is my second favorite. I did not like Pretties. Did not like Pretties at all. But Specials was pretty good. I'm going to have a full review of the series up on my channel in the next couple days because I'm going to record that right after this. And explain to you why I liked the first one the best and the third one the second best and did not like Pretties at all. It will all be explained. But I think I gave this one, yeah, I gave it a 4 out of 5 stars. And the last book that I read is Dash and Lily's Book of Dares, and I gave this one a 5 out of 5 stars. This was adorable. It's by Rachel Cohn and David Levithan, and it was adorable. I wish I knew it was a Christmas book because apparently I'm oblivious and did not tell by the cover, even though it's blatantly obvious. I don't know. But it was wicked cute, and I think everyone should read it. Read it around Christmas time, though, because it'll be a good Christmas read. It was cute. And now we're going to dive into the August to be read. And this one I technically already read, but I'm going to include it anyways, because I read it on August 2nd, I want to say. I think I have it. No, I didn't mark it on here yet, but it's just a comic book. I got it at Comic-Con. Arachnophobia. It's a movie adaptation. It was really good. It was good. I liked it. Everyone should read it. I don't know if you can get a hold of it. You might be able to. They don't sell it online anywhere that I see, but if you have a comic store near you, maybe you could look for it. This is what the cover looks like. Arachnophobia. I'm sorry it's shiny. It's in its wrapper because I don't want to ruin it because I don't print it anymore. But anyways, and the next book that I chose to read this month is Forever by Maggie Stiefvater. And I've already started to read this book. I'm that much into it. Love it. Love it. Love the series. It's one of my favorite series. So, yes, reading that. And another book that I actually already started reading because I started reading at the beginning of August and put it down, picked it back up, put it down, put it back to, you know what I mean. Just back and forth. George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones. And no, I do not plan on reading this in 1 month. Impossible. Impossible to read in 1 month for me because it's the type of book that I can read a couple chapters and then I have to put it down because it's so much to process, and it's just, I have to read other books in between because I would get bored reading this continually just because it's such a long book. So definitely plan on trying to finish that by October though. Definitely. And the next book is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, and no, I didn't start reading it. That's just the slip. But I read The Hunger Games. It was good. So my boyfriend's mom wants me to read this so we can watch the movie together. But she said I have to read this first. So I'm reading it. And then the graphic novel I'm going to be reading this month, I also got at Comic-Con, and it's Kill Shakespeare. It's a rendition of all of the Shakespeare characters from all of his novels into one graphic novel narrated by Juliet, because in this she survives. So, yep. And the author signed it for me. How nice of him. He was a nice guy. Let you all know how I like this. It's compared to Fables, which I haven't read, but I heard was really good, so yeah. And a book I got from the library that I'm going to be reading this month is Beauty Queens by Libba Bray, and I don't know, I heard a lot about this book and I heard it was really good, so I decided to try it out, and the cover's hilarious. Just saying. And the last book I'm planning on reading this month is The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat and Other Clinical Tales by Oliver Sacks. And this is a psychology book, and it's about a psychologist, and well, it's not about a psychologist, it's about his clinical things that have happened in his clinic, and he is mainly focused in hallucinations. So this should be really interesting, especially for me because I'm going into psychology. So yes, this book. Anyone that likes psychology and you've read this book, let me know what you thought of it. So yeah, let me know what you're reading this month. I would love to know. And I will talk to you later. Bye.